Alright, what is good? Welcome to the second episode of the series, How to Make Your First $100 with UGC. As you've probably seen from the title of this video, the main topic of today is how to land your first UGC deal within UGCJungle, okay? This is very, very important because, everybody wants to land deals, everybody wants to make their first bits of money, and this video is going to break down how that works. Before I show you all of this, make sure that you've watched the first video, okay? If you're watching this video on YouTube, just check my channel out. The link is, I think, also in the description, so you can just watch the first video here. And if you're watching this on UGCJungle.com, then just make sure that you've actually fully watched that first video before you move on to the next. Okay, now, in this video, we're gonna go over these 5 pillars, and I will quickly speed run you through what I'm about to talk about. The first thing is just quickly going over what is UGCJungle, how does it work, giving you a little bit more of an understanding about this platform. Second one, really important, probably most important part of this whole video, the different types of campaigns that we have on and how to secure yourself these campaigns, right? How to land these deals. Third one is leaderboard, a little bit talking about the gamification. As you know from the first video, we actually specialize and really focus on making UGCJungle almost feel like a video game because, to be honest, UGC in itself, the business model, is not as spectacular as some people online make it seem, okay? You'll see people on the beach telling them that they have the best life because they're doing UGC, but little do you know, making videos, like especially if you've been doing it for a little while, it's really not that exciting anymore. It's kind of boring, to be honest. But within UGCJungle, we make it exciting, okay? We make it like a video game. Then how to select your first deal, just a quick step-by-step kind of thing. And then finally, the next steps and a summary to get you going for after watching this video. Okay, now without any further ado, let's just dive directly into what is UGCJungle and how does it work. UGCJungle is essentially a mix of these 4 bullet points, okay? It's a UGC marketplace, so a spot where you as a creator can find deals, land these brand deals, and get paid, right? Everything walks through UGCJungle in terms of, your money is stored in the wallet, you can cash out your money, you can find the deals, you do the view tracking, and then we're even adding some super advanced features like an internal ManyChat and all these cool things that will all come in the future. Anyways, the next thing is the UGC Academy. Okay, so this is especially for the people that are new to UGC, right? And you want to learn about UGC. UGCJungle is there for you. Okay, I myself come from a background of 4 years selling courses, information products. I know how to, build good courses and actually get people results. And we want to take that into UGCJungle, but instead of selling a course, we're giving you everything for free. Okay, as you've probably already noticed from watching these free videos. So it allows you to learn UGC, okay? Third thing, really important, is a portfolio. You're not just landing these brand deals, getting paid, but for every brand deal you take on, for every video that you post, you are building your UGC portfolio. It's literally like a CV for content creation, right? As there's more brands applying to get started on UGCJungle, right? And all these brands are looking for you, right? Again, it's a marketplace. All these brands are looking for you, trying to hire you, trying to pay you money for making these videos. You are automatically building your portfolio. You're automatically building almost like a CV, right? Just like you would apply for a job and show your CV, your UGC portfolio is just like that, but then for content creation. And then the last part, it's also a community. Now, community is one of the most underrated features of our platform because people think, it's just a Discord server or whatever, but I'm telling you, if you're active in the community, there's just a 99% chance you're also crushing on UGC, right? I'm sure you know the saying of you are the average of the 5 people that you're around, right? It's the same thing here. If you're talking every single day with people that are posting 5, 10, 20 videos a day, making hundreds of dollars per day, then you're probably, right, very likely going to turn into becoming one of those people yourself. Now, also, we do weekly coaching calls. We do like a couple times a week coaching calls where, you can join, we can give you feedback, we can help you actually getting to your goals, we can help you make more money, talk about scaling, all the important stuff that you need to grow, right? And just really utilizing this network. Now, what many people don't know is that UGCJungle is built by creators for creators. Okay, so this is me, obviously, this is my business partner, and we've been, making content for 4 years now. Every type of content. I've done faceless AI pages, I've run theme pages, cash pages, done UGC, I've done everything. And again, we made this platform kind of with the idea of like, if I would have to start all over again, or even if I would have already like a couple years of experience, what would I need to make money faster, more efficient, and just, a better experience as a whole? That is UGCJungle. That's what I'm trying to build here. Okay, now, let's dive directly into the most important part of this video, the different types of deals. If you just land on UGCJungle, this might not be super clear, and this is why I'm explaining it in so much detail here. We have two types of deals onto the UGCJungle platform, okay? We have performance-based deals and guaranteed paid deals, right? Retainer deals. Now, another way to call these is open campaigns versus closed campaigns. Okay, and this term is much more, I guess, handy to use because the performance-based deals are always open and the retainer deals, the guaranteed paid deals, are always closed. Okay, what does that mean, open, closed? Open deals means that you can literally, without any portfolio, any previous experience, join the campaign and immediately get started. You make the account, you follow the content styles, you follow the account requirements, you submit the video, boom, you're getting paid. Simple as that. Like literally, this is the whole thing. If you're watching this course right now and you keep watching it, you can within 24 hours get paid. Like get your first bit of income in. Retainer deals, right, is where the campaign is sadly closed. Now, what does that mean, the campaign being closed? It means that the founder of this brand, right, is first kind of checking out who is applying and selectively letting people into the campaign rather than just allowing you to instantly join. Okay, and this is pretty important because if you don't have a portfolio yet, if you don't have any proof to these brands that you can make good content, then it's going to be very hard to get accepted into these retainer deals. Okay, now why are these retainer deals closed? It's because essentially a brand, right, is betting on your content to perform, right? They're paying you a guaranteed amount per month, maybe $500 a month, $700 a month, and whenever they get you on, like you're gonna get that paid. You know, you're gonna get that paid. You're getting paid a flat amount per video, and that totals up into a monthly amount. So for the first 10, 20, sometimes even 30 videos, the brand is actually not expecting you to immediately go viral, right? They're just pumping money into you, hoping, betting, right, that you actually start performing later down the line. So these brands are not just going to take on any beginning creator, because if you have no like backlog of you being able to actually get a lot of views and a lot of conversions for brands, then they're probably, they're probably going to lose their money, right, by taking you on. So they're much more selective on getting you in. Now, don't get that twisted though. These brands are still in super high demand to get you on. Like they're in super high demand. They're always looking for new creators. But the problem is, again, they have to be a bit more skeptical on who they're taking on because they don't want to burn money into, just burning money into you and then never getting the return on investment themselves, right? So yes, everyone wants a retainer. Every creator wants retainer deals, duh, right? But you really have to start on performance. Unless you already have a UGC portfolio, then book that onboarding call with me, text me on Discord. Again, use the community because then I can immediately refer you into these retainer deals. Again, just want to emphasize one more time. These people, they need you. They're looking for you. They want to pay you that guaranteed amount, okay? But you do need to kind of show that you can do that. You do need to show that you can get them views, okay? So like what we sort of suggest for newer people watching, and I'm assuming if you're watching this course that you kind of want to get into UGC, is you start on performance, you learn how to go viral, you build your portfolio, and then on top of your income on your performance-based deals, you start adding retainers and start stacking those retainers, right? Because you only need 3-4 retainers to get up to like $2,000 a month, right? Like you only need that. So that's great. That's easy. Once you get to this part, it's kind of easy for you to start stacking your income. Now, because I'm talking so much about the power of retainer deals, you may feel like performance-based deals are less of a profitable, way of doing UGC. And I kid you not, you cannot be further away from the truth, okay? Performance-based deals are actually, if you are a good creator, more profitable. And I know that sounds weird because I'm just talking about that everybody wants to retainer deals, but performance-based deals, if you are a good creator, you can get a lot of views, are actually more profitable than retainer deals, okay? Think about that. Why is that the case? Well, if you can get, on average, right, on the average of your videos, always above 10, 20K views, right, and you're on a $2.5 CPM, so you get $2.5 per 1,000 views, then you're making anywhere from $25, $30 to $50 a video, which is literally more than you would get paid on a $500 a month retainer if you have to post 7 videos a week, okay? Think about it. That's around $15 per video that they're paying you there, right? The problem is, again, you're most likely in the beginning not going to hit, 10, 20K views on every video, right? You might have a couple with 10, 20K views. You might have a couple with 100K views, right? Which if you're 100K views on performance-based deals, that's when you're really making a lot of money. That's when you're making a couple $100 off a single video. That's what you're looking for here, right? But again, for most creators that are sort of in the mix there, it's nice to have a retainer deal in their portfolio of deals, right? To have a sort of base level of guaranteed income. And then on top of that, you stack that with performance-based deals. Or you get, 4 retainer deals, 2K a month base, and then you do a couple of really good performance-based deals on top to stack that up and make even more money, right? Okay, now, how to choose your first campaign? It's really simple. I'm just going to show you. You click Browse Campaigns right here inside of UGCJungle.com. If you don't have an account yet, please do that. It's completely free, simple as that. You click per 1K views and you choose any of the 4 campaigns that we have on there. I'm sure if you're watching this, there might already be adding new deals, okay? So let's say I want to get started with Bull GPT. I click Open Campaign, boom, will load me the campaign and will show me exactly how to make the videos right here, the account setup, and then also some example videos that I can copy, right? These are videos that have already gone viral in the past, so it's really easy for you to take these videos, recreate them one by one. You can just click here and they will play for you automatically, so you can just recreate them and just make it really easy. Now, on top of that, we also have some resources which you can open right here. You can get a lot of nice things. For example, these screen recordings for this deal, right? If we go here, screen recordings, it will open up for you all the recordings that you can use to make these videos, okay? So that's in a nutshell how that sort of works. If you need more help with choosing these campaigns, just like I told you previous video, book that damn onboarding call. It's a secret weapon. I would love to show you and go over with you what your first campaign is going to be and making a little plan together on how to stack your income and get that whole thing moving, okay? Now, leaderboard. Let's just quickly go over the gamification one more time. As I said earlier, we're trying to make this stuff fun for you. We're trying to make it exciting to do UGC, and the way that we do that is essentially with two types of leaderboards. We have the monthly leaderboard where we give away a cool prize, right? Every single month, you fight to get up to the leaderboard, and at the end of the month, the cash prizes get divided. And then also you can check the previous months so that you'll see every month, people making more and more and more money. Now, if we look at this, UGC Jungle only started recently, so you see, the top has not been super crazy, but trust me, in the upcoming months, this is going to go through the roof. Now, selecting your first deal. Let me give you that tangible plan that you're looking for. First thing you're going to do is head over to UGC Jungle. You go to the Browse Campaign section, as I just showed you. You click Select Pay-Per-View Campaigns Only, and you open a campaign, read the guidelines, make your account, and make your first video. This part, right, making your first video is where most people struggle. And that's why the whole next video is going to be dedicated towards making your first video. But essentially, the thing you have to do is just push it out, okay? Like, your first video, bro, is not going to be perfect. I'm gonna keep it above with you. It's not going to be perfect. And you gotta kind of accept that. You gotta be okay with that, okay? So that's it in a real nutshell, to be honest. And then the next steps, right, for you to immediately get going from here is watch the next video. If it's already out, you can check that also in the description, and then set up your account, right, which we'll do live in the next video. Make your first video, which we'll also do live in the next video, uploading it and making your first bit of money. Simple as that. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.